Hey fellow rock lovers! Thanks to all of you who watch these videos of mine, YouTube sent me a little bit of money. Not a lot of money, but enough that we can take it to my favorite rock shop, Nature's Treasures, and buy some more rocks. Make some more videos, do some more projects. So come with me as we find some cool rocks to play with and we'll make some new videos. It's a beautiful day to go buy some rocks, so let's get started. Don't worry about the dinosaur, he won't hurt us. He's tame. Let's go inside and take a look at the inventory from which we will get to decide what to buy, what projects to do. I put some background music on. I'm hoping that makes this a little more entertaining for you. I'm going to try and not talk through this entire video. It's a little bit longer than my normal videos. And what am I saying? It's a lot longer. So if you don't want to watch all this inventory, please feel free to jump ahead to the end. You can see they got lots of different stones, jaspers, but mind the price, because remember, we only have a little more than $102 to spend here today to come up with a few projects for the shop. And watch carefully, because some of this stuff is sold by the ounce or even the gram. So you get a decent size rock that's sold by the gram and it'll quickly eat up all the money. And there's some Petoskey stones. They look a lot different from the ones I see in the YouTube videos that come out of the Great Lakes. I'm not about to buy petrified wood. I can find that everywhere. Lots of obsidian, but we're not going to do obsidian today. Many of these stones are way too soft for my taste. I like the very hard stones that take the brilliant polish. Calcites are a good example of stones that are just too soft for me. They are pretty though, I must say. Yeah, look at that talc, a hardness of 1. That would not do too well in the tumbler, would it? So we're gonna definitely pass over that. So the idea here will be to get a few different rocks for a few different types of projects. Some of the options we have back in the shop are basically rock tumbling. We can cut and polish rocks, agates, thunder eggs, anything like that. We can slab and cab stones, make cabochons out of the slabs we make. We can slab and polish the slabs. We could even make a sphere. So those are some of our options. What can we find with our budget of $102? Some of this could be tumbled, but it's sort of plain. I don't do a lot with opal. It's a little bit soft. But I know it can be beautiful. I like that green opal. Okay, now we're getting into the agates. These are the rocks I like to mess with. These Black River agates are amazing. I know they're very expensive, but I tumbled one. It's in an earlier video of mine, and it is the most stunningly beautiful stone I think I've ever tumbled and polished. Got some chopstick agate going right now in a tumbler, along with some purple passion agate. Tumbled some of that once, that Noriega lace, that was beautiful. And the purple agate also turned out very beautiful. If you watch my earlier videos, you'll see a lot of these rocks. I've never had any luck with the chub agate. They've been mostly duds. Can't go wrong with Botswanas. Or Crazy Lace. Yeah, we don't buy cut agates, we cut them ourselves. More and more agates. I've got some Aqua Nueve tumbling right now. It's also turning out very nice. You'll see that in a video. So far I haven't had any luck with fire agates, but that's because I don't know what I'm doing yet. I need to practice. Those are the expensive Condor agates, 140 a pound for those Condor high-grade agates. We're not going to get any of those today. Or that Laguna agate there at 120 a pound. I've got plenty of Oregon Thunder eggs from buying them on Facebook, so we probably will skip those today as well. Haven't had much luck with the Moctezuma agates either. Ooh, Emerald Quartz, that sounds nice. I have some black jade at home, and it's nice, but it doesn't take a mirror-like polish like I like. That was Ma Sit Sit. I never noticed that before. Ma Sit Sit. That's kind of funny sounding. I don't care for tumble mixes, mostly because the pieces are so small. I prefer to tumble larger pieces like these you see here, because I know they're going to grind down quite a bit to get smooth the way I like them. So these tumble mixes they have here are generally just too small for my taste. And like I said, I can't see myself buying petrified wood because it's so common here in Central Texas. I'm not going to pay for it. I can find it when I'm rock hounding. Green glass, that's interesting. Kyanite, 70 cents a gram. Okay, let's go outside and see what's out here. We'll stay clear of the big dinosaur so he doesn't hurt us. This is the outside rock shop. This is where the larger stones are for the most part, the ones that we can slab on the big slab saw. I've not had much luck with the Koyamito pseudomorph agates. I have had a lot of luck with these little Agate Creek agates from Australia. I've tumbled those before. Yeah, Namibia, I've done the Tortella. I did the Lodolite quartz, that was interesting. That's kind of a cool stone. Ooh, that says asbestos. I think we're going to stay away from that one. That leopard skin jasper didn't turn out very well for me. I think it was too soft. I like the India agate. It's only $3 a pound, and I do well with that. I've got some tumbling right now. The mushroom rhyolite's really pretty. I haven't played with that yet, but I know it's good looking stuff. They've got some amazing jaspers. The Disaster Peak jasper. Who names these things? Tire track jasper, I love it. And what do we have up here? Ooh, Narina jasper from Australia. That looks pretty. The orbicular granite. I've never played with that because generally I don't like granite, but that looks interesting. I may have to try that one time. cotton candy marble. Sounds delicious. All right, what else do we have here? This stuff is way too soft for my taste. Oh wow, large Moroccan geodes, look at that. Oof. More geodes there. Black crazy lace, that's interesting. Moroccan geodes again, but smaller ones. Didn't care for that wave agate, I tumbled some of that before. More obsidian, look at that. Island agates, they got a bunch of island agates at this store. More of those Moctezumas. And of course the Mookaite, that's how I pronounce it, Mookaite. I've heard of 50 different ways of pronouncing that, but I just stick with Mookaite. It's easy for me to say. I've tumbled just about all of these, and for the most part, they've all turned out very nice. One day I hope to buy one of those petrified wood logs right there, but they're a little pricey, so I have to save some money before I do that. Tiger eye and jasper is kind of interesting. I might have to take a second look at that. Here are the Laguna agates. These are always beautiful. Lots of banding. Dragon egg geode. That sounds interesting. Citrine. Of course, the Parcellus agates. I've done a lot of work with these, and for the most part, they're beautiful. More of those island agates. Now check this out. These are some big boulders. That ocean jasper. And look at the size of some of these things. They'd be too big for my 18-inch saw. Let me put my boot there for scale. You can get some beautiful slabs out of that. I pronounce that Brescia. I've heard that pronounced different ways as well. Haven't really done anything with fluorite. Now, coral and fossil limestone, that's pretty useless for lapidary work, as I've discovered. If you've watched my videos, you've seen some of my disasters with those. Just too soft. Bloodstone. Pretty plain red, white jasper. Some beautiful calcite colors there. Some big septarian nodules. Check that out. And look at the size of that pink calcite. Wow. Look at the price on those. Wow. We're not going to be getting those today. Brecciated Mookaite. I know that's probably the wrong way to say that, but that's how I'm going to say it. Lots more agates over here, lots of island agates and some other types. Those El Suecos have been hit or miss for me. I've had a couple of good ones and a couple of duds. Here's a big piece of quartz. Check out these these basalt columns right here. Aren't those interesting? I have tumbled these river agates. I made a video of just tumbling those, and they turned out pretty nice. Some Wyoming petrified wood. I guess if I were to get any petrified, it would be the Wyoming petrified wood, since it's a little difficult for me to get to being here in Central Texas. I dare you to pronounce that name. I wouldn't even try. Those are interesting stones, though. If you notice, they have a natural shine on them, which I was told is because they're found in a river somewhere in South America that is down from a diamond mine, and the diamond dust in the water constantly rolls over that stuff and gives it a polish. That tiger iron it can be beautiful, but it's so messy to work with. Big old chunks of quartz. I've not had much luck with their Royal Imperial Jasper, which is too bad because I know it can be really beautiful. A little more opal. I like that denim lapis. I'm gonna guess that's lepidolite, maybe? Azurite. We should play a game and try to pronounce all these. Serpentine. Yeah, it's too late now. We're almost done with this, but oh, I don't even want to try that one. Forget it. I know I'll screw those up. That chrysocolla, I think. Geodes, of course. And finally, this is my favorite bin here. It's the $3 a pound Brazil agate. All right, let's make some decisions here and decide what we're going to get with our $102 for our little projects back in the shop. Why don't we try one of these dragon egg geodes? I have no idea what to expect. It'd be fun to cut one open and see what's inside. Let's pick one out here. This one looks pretty good. It's not very expensive, so we will start our shopping with one of these. Now, this Condor agate pile has a stone that was here last time I was here, and it's still here, and I want to buy it, but I don't think it wouldn't work today because it'll be too expensive. But check this out. I'm gonna have to come back another time if it's still here and grab this. Imagine a rock like this with that crystal, the quartz crystal, and all that beautiful banding. Imagine that tumbled smooth and polished. I think that would be a museum quality piece. So again, we're not gonna get it today because it's going to be too expensive, but maybe next time. How about some Zyamara agates? They're not very expensive. These could be good for tumbling. So I think I should grab a few of these, maybe enough to fill a 4-pound barrel. And this could make a nice tumbling video. What do you think? Zyamara agates. They got lots of banding in them, and I've tumbled some before. I know they turn out great, so let's grab some of these. Here's the Labradorite. Now, they have big pieces here, which are going to be way too expensive, but look at some of the color. Look at the electric blue in this one. This is amazing. I've never seen one that blue. That's gonna be too expensive for us though. Here's a small piece. Maybe we can get this one. Yeah, there's some flash in that one. So let's go ahead and throw this in our bag. Now here's a Cold Mountain Thunder egg. I have never cut one of these. They're not very expensive. I think we should grab one of these. What do you think? Cold Mountain Thunder egg. Now these little baby Lagunas are only 75 cents a piece, so I'll grab some of those. Wagglestone I've never played with before. It's not very expensive. This piece looks interesting. I think we should throw this in the bag. What do you think? Nice piece of Wagglestone. And we're back out of the Condor agate pile here because I love Condor agates. How about we get a couple of these, take them home, and maybe cut and tumble them? Something I've been doing lately. Cutting them and tumbling them. So let me grab a couple of these. We'll throw them in the bag. And we'll see what our total price is. Remember, we had just a little over $100. Let's see how we did. Wow, that was pretty close. Thank you so much for coming along with me to my little rock shop in Austin. I appreciate it. As you saw, we got really close to our allowance. We were 6 cents off, and that's going to drive my OCD crazy. In spite of that, we got some good rocks. Let's take a closer look at some of these and talk about what we're going to do with them. Okay, first up is this Dragon Egg Geode. I have no idea what to expect inside this, so what we're going to do with this one is cut it in half and polish it. It's really heavy, so I'm sure it's going to be solid. I don't think there'll be any kind of geode-like cavity in this thing. I asked the fellows at the shop what I can expect to find in this, and they seem to indicate that it's probably going to be mostly white and opal-y, which is a little disappointing, but well, we'll find out together if that's true. So this will be one of the projects, the Dragon Egg Geode, and we'll have it cut and polished. Here are all those Zyamara agates that we got. These should be really nice when we tumble them. So all of these will go in probably a 4-pound barrel. I'll get them going in the coarse grit, get them nice and polished after that in the vibratory tumbler. So this will be a nice rock tumbling video. Here is our big piece of labradorite. Remember, this had a little bit of flash. Yep, right there, you can just see it. That's nice. So for this, I thought we would slab and cab it. It's a small piece, but we'll get some slabs off this. And what I'll try to do is I'll try to mount it in the slab saw so that I can run parallel with this right here. So in other words, cut this way and hope to capture that so that we can make a beautiful cabochon that shows this sort of iridescence. And here's our Cold Mountain Thunder Egg. The fellows at the shop had no idea what I could expect when I cut this because they hadn't cut any yet. So I don't know, this will be something exciting, I think. You can make out some color in there. Well, it looks like chalcedony. So what we'll do with this is cut and polish it. I just don't know exactly how to cut it. I think I want to cut it parallel to the surface here because I can see some stuff in there. But that means it's going to be kind of a narrow cut through here versus cutting it this way where we could have more to hold on to. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. So for this, we will cut and polish it. Here are our little baby Laguna agates. I have no idea what to expect inside these. I don't think they're going to be awesome. They were only 75 cents a piece. But for these, what we'll do, we'll probably take them to the trim saw and cut them in half and take a look and then decide. If we cut them in half and find some beautiful bands, then maybe we will polish them. Otherwise, we'll cut them in half and maybe tumble them. We'll see. This cool looking rock is the Waggle Stone. Now this one is interesting. I don't know how hard this is. The sign seemed to indicate it was a hardness of 7, but it almost feels more like a sandstone. So what we'll do with this one is slab and cab it. Make a cabochon out of this stuff. I think probably, yeah, I think this will be the surface that we will be cutting. So in other words, we'll cut it like this because it's too narrow to try to cut through here, which is too bad because that's a really cool pattern right there. I'm hoping though that when we cut it through this, we'll have some more of that in there. And it's clearly it's thick enough to make a nice cabochon. So that's what we'll do with this. We will slab and cab this Waggle Stone. And finally, we have these Condor agates. These were beautiful. When I got them wet, I could see all kinds of color and banding in them. Now, what we'll do with these is cut and tumble them. That's something I'm doing new. Cut and tumble. I've got some videos I'm making right now where I take nice rocks, cut them in half, look at them, and then tumble both halves. So that's what we'll do with these 3. We'll cut them in half, take a look at them, and then we'll put them in the tumbler and get it all polished up. Cut and tumble for these Condor agates. All right, we have our mission. So what I want you to do is keep checking back because in the next few weeks, I'll have some of these new videos out. I'll get started on some of them right away. Others may take a little bit longer, but I promise you over the next several weeks, I'll put out these videos featuring these rocks that we bought together at my little rock shop in Austin. All thanks to you guys for watching these videos. I appreciate it. Thanks again, and hopefully we'll see you soon.